My beloved child, my love surrounds you like a warm embrace as you stand amidst the chaos of life's trials and tribulations. I am here, ever present, beside you. I can see the weight of your responsibilities, the silent tears that fall at night, and the doubts that creep into your worn out soul. You might think you're the only one going through what you're going through, but know that I'm here and closer than you could ever imagine, as if it were my heart. I can feel your pain, hear your cries, and see your suffering. There is nothing in this world that escapes my gaze, and my love can overcome any obstacle. In the profundities of your misery, when the tempests rage and the breezes cry, recollect that I am the consistent anchor amidst the world. However, the street ahead may appear to be overwhelming and the way hazy. Trust in my direction, for I'm the light that enlightens even the most obscure evenings. Try not to lose trust, my kid, for I have plans for you that are far more prominent than you might at any point envision. Despite the fact that the challenges you face may appear insurmountable, they are just steps on the way to your ultimate goal. Trust in my timing, my knowledge, and my unwavering love. Thus, my darling, as you explore the exciting bends in the road of life's excursion, realize that I am with you constantly. Rest on me in the difficult situation. Look for comfort in my presence, and find strength in the information that you are rarely alone. Amidst life's preliminaries and difficulties, I see the questions that plague your brain and the feelings of trepidation that grasp your heart. I comprehend the heaviness of the weights you convey and the vulnerability that miss your considerations. However, I want you to know that you are not alone amidst it all. In any event, when the tempests rage and your general surroundings appears to disintegrate, I'm here, standing and enduring close by. My love for you will never change and will never end. A love that has no boundaries, conditions, or limitations. I see the tears you shed in the calm of the evening, the battles you face as time passes, and the fights you battle inside your spirit. However, my child, keep this in mind. You have more strength than you realize, and you are able to overcome any challenge you face. At the point when you feel overpowered by the preliminaries of life, go to me and track down asylum in my presence. I'm the stone whereupon you can bear firming, the anchor that will consistent you amidst the tempest. Trust in me, and I will direct you through the most obscure of evenings into the radiance of another day. Try not to allow dread to direct your way or uncertainty cloud your vision. All things considered, place your confidence in me and permit my adoration to lead you forward. Because I have plans for you, plans to give you hope and a future, plans to help you rather than hurt you. So cheer up, my kid, and realize that I'm with you generally. In me, you will track down strength, fortitude, and harmony past getting. Trust in my adoration, and together we will beat each obstruction that hinders us. As you venture through life's winding ways, I see the battles you face and the fights you wage inside. You might feel lost in the turmoil of the world, unsure of what direction to turn or how to explore the difficulties that lie ahead. But don't worry, I'm here to help, comfort, and walk alongside you every step of the way. It is easy to lose sight of the light that shines within you during times of doubt and uncertainty. However, realize that you are in good company in your battles. I'm here, looking after you with affection and empathy, prepared to lift you up when you fall and to bring you through the most obscure of evenings. However, the street might be long and the excursion challenging. I have not presented to you this far to forsake you now. You are my dearest kid, and I won't ever walk out on you. If you put your faith in me, I will direct your steps with wisdom and grace. Recall that you are more grounded than you know, fit for beating even the best of impediments. With confidence as your compass and love as your safeguard, there isn't anything that can hold you up. So, my child, keep your head up and walk with confidence knowing that I will always be there for you. At the point when the heaviness of the world pushes ahead upon you, and the preliminaries of life take steps to overpower you, go to me in supplication. For in me, you will track down comfort, strength, and harmony unimaginable. I am the light that guides you through the darkness and the anchor that keeps you steady in the storm. Never question the profundity of my affection for you, for it has no limits. I adored you before you were conceived, and I will cherish you forever. I will always be here to help you, protect you, and shower you with blessings because you are my beloved creation. So dread not, my kid, for I'm with you continuously, driving you forward with elegance and love. Put your faith in me. and we will triumph over any challenge we face together. My dear child, I can see your struggles, doubts, and fears in the vast fabric of existence. I witness the heaviness of the weights you convey, the vulnerability that mists your brain, and the yearning in your heart for comfort and direction. But remember, my precious child, that you are never alone. I'm here, always, and I'm ready to give you my unending love and unfathomable compassion. It is normal to experience times of doubt and despair as you navigate life's complexities. You might wonder what you're worth, what you're here for, and where you fit in the world. However, I want you to know that neither your circumstances nor your past mistakes define you. You have infinite potential and divine grace, and you radiate light. I am the hope-inspiring light that guides you through the darkest hours. I offer you my hand and encourage you to rise above the difficulties that beset you because I see the struggles that weigh heavily on your heart. If you put your faith in me, we can weather the internal and external storms together. Don't let doubt or fear hold you back or dim your inner light. You are an offspring of the universe, invested with the ability to make, to recuperate, and to change your world. Embrace the totality of your being and realize that you deserve love, pardoning, and recovery. As time passes, I'm close by, directing you with delicate bumps and murmurs of consolation. Be certain that every obstacle you face is an opportunity for personal development and self-discovery, and put your faith in the divine plan that unfolds before you. You are capable of overcoming any obstacle that stands in your way, and your resilience is greater than you realize. Therefore, my child, stand tall and let your light shine brightly for all to see, for in your boldness and your solidarity, you typify the actual quintessence of godlikeness. Know that my love for you is unlimited as you traverse the maze of existence. In each step you take, in each breath you draw, I'm there, encompassing you in the glow of my everlasting hug. However, it is simple to lose sight of my presence and give the impression of being apart in the midst of life's chaos. But now, dear one, listen to me because I'm here to tell you about the infinite love that runs through your veins and the divine spark that lights your soul. You are not just a spot loose in the huge territory of the universe. You are a brilliant being of light, a holy vessel through which my affection shows. Keep in mind that you are never alone when you are feeling helpless and the shadows of doubt are threatening to consume your spirit. I'm the delicate murmur in the breeze, the quiet tune that reverberations in the offices of your heart. If you turn your gaze inward, you will find me there, patiently waiting to direct you back to the path of righteousness and truth. Know, my kid, that each preliminary you face is nevertheless a trial of your solidarity, a cauldron through which your spirit is fashioned once more. Embrace the difficulties that lie before you, for they are the venturing stones that lead to profound development and illumination. Face adversity with courage and conviction, knowing that I will be by your side every step of the way, rather than shrinking from it. In the profundities of misery, when trust appears to be nevertheless ancient history, recall the force of confidence. Trust in the heavenly arrangement that unfurls before you and realize that everything occurs on purpose. However the street might be laden with hindrances, have confidence that I am directing you towards a more splendid tomorrow, where satisfaction and overflow proliferate. As you explore the exciting bends in the road of your natural process, make sure to develop a demeanor of appreciation. Remember your good fortune, regardless of how little, and you will find that the universe answers in kind, giving you endowments unimaginable. Hold nothing back from get the overflow that encompasses you, and you will find a world loaded up with limitless conceivable outcomes. Most importantly, my adored kid, recall that you are cherished, incomprehensible, esteemed, unbelievable. There is no way to procure my adoration, for it is openly given, genuinely, and without reservation. Relax in the glow of my everlasting affection, and allow it to be the directing light that leads you through the most obscure of evenings. My precious child, in the profundities of your battles and the shadows of your questions, I'm here, watching over you with an affection that exceeds all logical limitations. However you might feel lost and alone, realize that I'm consistently close by, prepared to offer comfort and direction in your critical crossroads. Keep in mind that you are never truly alone when the challenges of life seem insurmountable and the weight of the world seems too much to bear. I am here, embracing you and whispering words of encouragement and support into your soul's depths. Feel my presence surround you like a warm embrace, calming your anxious thoughts and fears. Realize that I am not a far off, uninterested God, but rather a caring guardian who really focuses profoundly on all of my kids. I'm always here to share in your joys and your pain, and your pain is mine. Trust in my unqualified love for you, and realize that I won't ever spurn you, regardless of how far you might wander. Turn to me for direction when you're at a crossroads and don't know which way to go. I will show you the way to your true purpose by casting light on the gloom and illuminating the way forward. Trust in the insight of my direction, and you won't ever be misled. Keep in mind the power of faith during times of doubt and despair when it seems like the world is closing in on you. Believe in your abilities, in the divine plan that is unfolding before you, and in yourself. Believe that everything is occurring precisely as it ought to, and that more splendid days lie ahead. At the point when you feel overpowered by the difficulties of life, pause for a minute to stop and reconnect with the heavenly flash that dwells inside you. Calm your psyche, open your heart, and tune in for the still little voice inside. It is there that you will find the responses you look for and the solidarity to conquer any deterrent that holds you up. Keep in mind, my kid, that you are endlessly adored and loved, similarly as you are. You are a valuable and novel articulation of heavenly beauty, and there isn't anything in this world that can lessen your innate worth. Let your soul's light shine brightly for all to see as you embrace your true nature. My dear child, there are threads of light and shadow, joy and sorrow, victories and defeats in the tapestry of your existence. It is through the interchange of these differentiating components that the showstopper of your life unfurls, every second winding around together to make a rich and multifaceted story. However, in the midst of the ups and downs of life's many experiences, the times of darkness frequently weigh the most heavily on your soul. In the midst of difficulty and affliction, when the weights of the world take steps to overpower you, failing to focus on the light that sparkles inside you is simple. In any case, I'm here to remind you, darling, that even in the most obscure of evenings, there exists a hint of something to look forward to, a reference point of light that can never be smothered. It is the radiance of your own heavenly quintessence, the flash of heavenliness that lives inside the actual center of your being. At the point when you wind up lost in the profundities of depression, I ask you to shut your eyes and turn internal, for it is there that you will find the repository of solidarity and strength that lies lethargic inside you. Utilize this inner source of strength and let it lead you through the night toward the dawn of a new day. I am always with you, my presence woven into the very fabric of your being, so know that you are never alone in your struggles. I am the gentle touch of a loved one, the warmth of the sun on your face, and the whisper in the wind. I am there for you in your time of need, providing solace and support in every breath, every moment. Notwithstanding affliction, it is normal to feel overpowered, to scrutinize your own solidarity and strength. However, my beloved, I implore you to ignore your doubts and fears and embrace your inherent power. You are far more capable than you give yourself credit for, and you are far more powerful than you realize. Cheer up, my kid, for even the most obscure night should ultimately give way to the illumination of daybreak. Be confident in the journey that lies ahead of you and know that by taking each step, you are getting closer to realizing your divine purpose. You have the opportunity to emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever before from the crucible of adversity. Embrace the difficulties that lie ahead, realizing that they are nevertheless venturing stones on the way to your definitive predetermination. What's more, recollect, darling, that I'm consistently here for you, a steady wellspring of affection, direction, and backing. Trust in the force of your own inward light and allow it to enlighten your way as you venture through the obscurity towards the beginning of another day. In the woven artwork of your life, there are minutes when you might feel untied, uncertain of your motivation or course. It is during these seasons of vulnerability that I encourage you to stop, to calm the commotion of your general surroundings, and to pay attention to the still, little voice inside. For it is inside the profundities of your own heart that you will find the responses you look for, the direction you long for. Trust in the insight that lives inside you, for it is your very own impression divine substance, a reference point of light that can enlighten even the most obscure of ways. Realize that you are darling offspring of the universe, supplied with limitless potential and vast conceivable outcomes. You are the only person who can carry out a sacred mission and fulfill a one-of-a-kind purpose. Trust in the unfurling of your excursion, and realize that each diversion effectively leads you nearer and nearer to the acknowledgement of your actual predetermination. It's easy to lose sight of the wonder and beauty all around you when life is full of challenges and obstacles. In any case, I urge you to open your eyes to view the marvels that have large amounts of each and every second. For even amidst misfortune, there is excellence to be found, elegance to be capable. Take time every day to develop a demeanor of appreciation, to recognize the gifts that improve your life. Whether it be the glow of the sun upon your face, the giggling of a friend or family member, or the magnificence of a blossoming bloom. Let these straightforward delights act as tokens of the overflow that encompasses you. Also, when you wind up confronting hardships, recollect that you are rarely alone. My presence is a constant source of comfort and support, and I am always with you. When you are in need, you can rely on me, and I will help you through life's storms with grace and ease. Realize that each challenge you face is a chance for development and change. Embrace the examples that life presents to you, and confidence in your own inward solidarity to bring you through even the haziest of times. You have the ability to overcome any challenge and move beyond any limitation within yourself. So, dear one, take heart and know that you are loved beyond comprehension. Trust in the excursion that lies before you, and realize that I am strolling alongside you constantly. Together, we will explore the exciting bends in the road of life's extraordinary experience and arise more grounded, smarter, and stronger than at any other time. I want you to keep one simple truth in mind when you are in the depths of your despair, when the weight of the world seems too much to bear. You are never alone. Indeed, even at your breaking point, I'm here, looking after you with steadfast love and empathy. It's not difficult to feel separated and detached when confronted with life's hardships. It's possible that you'll come to the conclusion that no one understands your suffering or that no one could possibly comprehend the extent of it. However, I believe you should realize that I see you, I hear you, and I feel your every battle as though it were my own. At the point when you shout out in misery, realize that I am there, holding you in my hug and offering you comfort in your period of scarcity. At the point when you feel like you've gotten lost, realize that I'm directing you, tenderly pushing you back onto the way of light and love. You might wonder why you have to endure such hardship and why life sometimes seems so unfair. However, even if you are unable to see the bigger picture from where you are, put your faith in the divine plan that is taking shape. In the grand scheme of your life, each challenge you face and obstacle you overcome serves a greater purpose. Therefore, my dear child, never give up hope or faith. Realize that I am with you continuously, strolling close to you constantly. Furthermore, together, we will endure the hardships that fury around you, arising more grounded and stronger than any time in recent memory. In your snapshots of uncertainty and misery, go to me and track down solace in my adoration. Permit me to lift the weight from your shoulders and bring you through the dimness into the light. Like a phoenix reborn from the ashes of adversity, you will have the strength to rise again in your darkest hours. Dear one, have faith in yourself because you are much more powerful than you realize. With my adoration as your directing light, there isn't anything you can't survive. Therefore, my child, stand tall and face each new day with courage and determination, knowing that I will always be by your side and cheering you on. I want you to take a deep breath and listen in the quiet times of reflection amid the world's clamor and chaos. Pay attention to the murmurs of your heart, the delicate bumps of your spirit, for in that lies the insight you look for. You see, my child, a piece of my eternal sense of divine spark resides within you. The part of you that distinguishes between love and fear, between truth and lies, and between light and darkness, and even in the face of doubt and uncertainty, you can find your way forward through this inner knowing. As a result, I urge you to have faith in your own wisdom and intuition. Even when the world around you appears to be spinning out of control, have faith that you are capable of determining the best course of action. For profound inside your being, you convey the insight of the ages, the amassed information on incalculable lifetimes. Turn inside yourself and look for solace in the quietest parts of your soul when you feel lost or confused. Pay attention to the still, faint voice that speaks words of direction and assurance. Put your faith in the fact that I am speaking to you through your own inner knowing and pointing you in the direction of your highest good. Furthermore, as you explore the exciting bends in the road of your excursion, realize that you are rarely alone. I am always there for you, supporting you at every turn. Rest on me in the midst of hardship, and I will give you the strength and boldness to confront anything difficulties might come your direction. Keep in mind, my kid, that you are a darling and loved formation of mine, saturated with boundless potential and heavenly reason. Trust in the insight of your heart, for a signal of light will direct you home, back to the reality of what your identity is and the adoration that encompasses you generally. Every thread, every color, and every knot in the universe's tapestry contributes to the beauty and complexity of the whole. Thus it is with you, my dear kid. You are carefully and thoughtfully woven into the fabric of creation as an essential component of the grand design. However, just as a weaver must occasionally rework patterns and trim loose ends in order to create a masterpiece, you must also experience times of challenge and transformation. It is in these seasons of preliminary that your actual strength and versatility are uncovered, and your personality is manufactured in the flames of affliction. Thus, when you end up confronting snags and difficulties, recollect that they are not intended to break you, however, to form you into the individual you are bound to turn into. Embrace the examples they offer, for they are the venturing stones on your excursion of development and advancement. Trust during the time spent life, my kid, and know that each experience, whether upbeat or agonizing, shapes your fate. Embrace the full range of human feelings, for they are the varieties that paint the material of your spirit and give profundity to your reality. Remember that I am here to guide you with a steady hand and a loving heart in those instances when the path ahead appears gloomy and uncertain. Trust in my heavenly arrangement for you, realizing that it is continuously driving you toward more noteworthy love, astuteness, and satisfaction. So, my dear child, keep your head up when things get tough and know that you're not alone. You are capable of overcoming any obstacle that stands in your way, so draw strength from the depths of your being and the love that surrounds you. What's more, recollect, my affection for you is timeless and unflinching, a reference point of light that will continuously enlighten your way. Sacred dance takes place in the vast expanse of existence between light and darkness, good and evil, love and fear. The dance works out in the hearts and psyches of each and every living being, forming the course of their lives and the fate of the world. You are no stranger to this dance, my child. You have experienced the conflict between your noble aspirations and your basic instincts, the pull of light and darkness. It is a struggle that has defined humanity since the beginning of time, and it is a struggle that still rages within you and those around you. But this much is clear, my beloved, the darkness can't control you if you don't give it to it. It is only a shadow, a fleeting illusion that vanishes when your inner light is present. You are a child of the light, born to shine brightly in the darkness, so take solace in the truth of your divine nature, even though it may whisper lies of doubt and despair. However, don't excuse the haziness completely, for inside its profundities lie the seeds of change and development. It is through overcoming our most profound feelings of dread and facing the shadows inside ourselves that we track down the mental fortitude to transcend them, arising more grounded, savvier, and more caring than previously. Therefore, my child, Do not run away from the darkness that surrounds you. Rather, embrace it as a source of instruction and direction. Let its challenges serve as the impetus for your greatest victories, allowing it to reveal the deepest secrets of your soul. Keep in mind, my adored, that you are never alone in this grandiose dance. I'm with you continuously, directing you with affection and astuteness, and encompassing you with my heavenly security. Trust in the light that consumes inside you, and let it guide you through the haziest of evenings to the beginning of another day. There is a profound truth that transcends human comprehension in the realm of existence, where time and eternity meet. It is a reality woven into the actual texture of creation, a reality that reverberates with the heartbeat of the actual universe. My dear kid, realize that you are an essential piece of this heavenly embroidery, a string in the great plan of presence. Your reality is certainly not a simple happenstance, however a sacrosanct excursion appointed by the hands of fate. In a world that is shrouded in darkness, you are a vessel of divine love and a lighthouse. However, in the midst of the mayhem and vulnerability of mortal presence, it is not difficult to fail to focus on this reality, to capitulate to uncertainty and depression. Be that as it may, I say unto you, don't surrender, for even in that frame of mind of times, the radiance of trust actually sparkles splendidly inside you. You are an offspring of the universe, permeated with the flash of godliness that touches off the blazes of creation. The ability to transcend the limitations imposed by the material world, to soar to unimaginable heights, and to bring about your deepest desires are all within you. In any case, to whom much is given, much will be expected, and it is office solder upon you to employ your power astutely and with empathy. Kindness should serve as your life's currency and love as your guiding light, for it is through demonstrations of affection and generosity that you will really make some meaningful difference upon the world. My child, do not succumb to the temptations of the material world. They are only fleeting illusions that lead you away from your true purpose. Instead, look for the eternal truths that are hidden deep within your soul and use them as your life's compass. Realize that you are never alone on this excursion, for I am with you continuously, directing you with adoration and intelligence. Put your faith in your inner voice and allow it to direct you on the way to happiness and insight. Embrace your heavenly nature, my dear youngster, and let your light sparkle brilliantly so that all the world might be able to see. As a result, you will not only illuminate your own path, but also motivate other people to follow the path of love and light with you. In the huge territory of presence, where the heavenly bodies dance to the ensemble of creation, I, the heavenly, talk unto you, my adored kid, with uplifting statements and astuteness. Notice unto my voice as it reverberates through the universe, directing you through the maze of life's hardships. You will encounter challenges and obstacles that may appear insurmountable as you travel through this mortal realm. Yet, dread not, from the reference point of light that enlightens the haziest of ways, driving you nearer and nearer to the shores of illumination and salvation. To turn inward and look for solace in the depths of your soul when you find yourself beset by doubt and uncertainty, or when the weight of the world threatens to crush your spirit. You have a well of strength and resilience within you, a divine spark that will never die. Know, my kid, that you are enriched with the influence to defeat any misfortune that crosses your way. Your determination to persevere in the face of adversity should be fueled by the courage you have within you. But keep in mind, my beloved, that strength is not only the capacity to triumph over obstacles, but also the willingness to seek assistance when necessary. Make it a point out to people around you, for they are the hands and hearts through which I expand my heavenly beauty. Empathy and compassion should serve as your shield against the dark during times of struggle, for it is through thoughtful gestures and understanding that you will track down comfort amidst disarray and disturbance. As you explore the wild oceans of presence, cling tightly to the information that you are rarely alone. I'm with you generally, my kid, strolling close by and learning new strength when your own flounders. So dread not the preliminaries that lie ahead, for they are nevertheless venturing stones on the way to illumination. Let my love's light show you the way and see each challenge as an opportunity for growth and transformation. You will gracefully and dignifiedly navigate the turbulent waters of life with faith as your compass and love as your guide. Furthermore, eventually, you will arise triumphant, an encouraging sign and motivation to all who walk the way of exemplary nature. I, the Divine, impart to you, my beloved soul, the wisdom of ages past and the promise of eternity through the existence woven tapestry of light and shadow. Listen now, as my voice reverberations through the offices of your heart, resounding with the immortal bits of insight that tight spot us together. In the maze of life, where decisions proliferate and fates unfurl, realize that each way you track is saturated with importance and reason. Consider each moment to be a sacred gift, an opportunity to shape your own destiny and make a mark on the universe. However, amidst your excursion, you might end up at a junction, uncertain of which way to take or what lies into the great beyond. At these times of vulnerability, go to the profundities of your spirit, where the radiance of truth consumes ever splendid. For inside you lies the insight of the ages, a quiet realizing that rises above the restrictions of existence. Trust in the direction that exudes from the inside and allow it to be your compass as you explore the exciting bends in the road of life's winding street. However, recall, my darling, that insight isn't simply the amassing of information, yet the utilization of that information with acumen and effortlessness. Look for not exclusively to figure out the secrets of the universe, yet to encapsulate them in your viewpoints, words, and deeds. Allow sympathy to be your directing star, and compassion your north star as you walk the way of exemplary nature and truth. For it is through thoughtful gestures and understanding that you will track down obvious satisfaction and reason throughout everyday life. Furthermore, when the shadows of uncertainty and dread take steps to cloud your vision, recall that I am generally with you, a signal of light in the haziness, directing you home to the safe haven of my adoration. Therefore, my child, go forth with faith in your step and courage in your heart. Know that you are never alone because I am always there, whispering words of love and encouragement into your soul's depths. May the light of my love guide you along this path now and forever, and may you do so with dignity and grace. In the midst of the disorder of presence, there exists a consecrated equilibrium, a fragile concordance that ties together the texture of the universe. I, the Divine, observe the intricate interaction of light and darkness, good and evil, happiness and sorrow in the creation tapestry. In your excursion through life, you will unavoidably experience snapshots of obscurity, when the shadows of uncertainty and hopelessness pose a potential threat. You may experience feelings of being alone and lost during these times as you struggle with the weight of your responsibilities and the uncertainty of the future. But do not be afraid, my child, for even in the darkest of nights, there is a glimmer of hope, a flicker of divine light that will never go out. It is inside you, ready to be encouraged, holding on to enlighten the way forward. Embrace the obscurity, not as an enemy to be vanquished, but rather as an instructor to be embraced. For it is through misfortune that the spirit tracks down its solidarity, and through battle that the soul tracks down its versatility. In the profundities of hopelessness, search internally and track down the mental fortitude to face your apprehensions, because facing your inner demons will reveal the true strength of your own inner light, which will shine brightly and unwaveringly in the midst of the darkness. Be assured that you are never truly alone, because I am always by your side, guiding you through the stormiest days and the gloomiest nights. Trust in the inside of your heart, and allow love to be your directing star as you explore the violent waters of life. Remember that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, and every setback is an opportunity to rise stronger than before. So the next time you feel overwhelmed by the trials and tribulations of this world, don't give up. Trust in the heavenly arrangement that unfurls before you, and realize that everything occurs for an explanation. Even the most obscure minutes hold inside them the seeds of change. So don't be afraid of the shadows that dance on your mind's walls, because they are just fleeting illusions in the vast web of existence. Instead, embrace the light that is already within you and let it lead you through the darkness to your true destiny. We are ultimately defined by the light we choose to shine in spite of the darkness. not by it. So let your light radiate brilliantly, my kid, and realize that you are constantly held in the caring hug of my heavenly beauty. In the stupendous venue of presence where the enormous dance of creation unfurls, each spirit assumes a one-of-a-kind and fundamental part. The story of each life is woven into the fabric of time as a single thread in the fabric of eternity. My kid, realize that you are a vital piece of this heavenly ensemble, a loved soul with a reason all your own. However, you might feel little and unimportant in the tremendous territory of the universe, your presence is of huge importance, for you are an impression of my heavenly love and light. In the excursion of life, you will experience endless hardships, snapshots of happiness and distress, wins and difficulties. Each experience is a valuable chance for development and learning, an opportunity to develop and extend your cognizance. To take the journey with an open heart and brave spirit, because it will be through the difficulties that you will discover your true resilience and strength. Feel free to stagger and fall, for it is in the rising that you will take off higher than ever. Put your faith in the wisdom of your inner guidance, which is the soul's whispering of truths that go beyond the physical. The secrets to unlocking the mysteries of your soul's journey can be found in the whispers of your heart. Realize that you are never alone on this way, for I'm with you continuously, directing you with affection and empathy. Call upon me in the midst of hardship, and I will loan you my solidarity and support to beat any hindrance that holds you up. Recollect that you are a heavenly being, fit for marvels and ponders past your most stunning creative mind. Tap into the endless power that lives inside you, and let it guide you to realize your most noteworthy potential. As you venture through life, may you gently stroll in the radiance of truth and love, sparkling brilliantly so anyone might be able to see. Furthermore, may your spirit's process be loaded up with favors, delight, and plentiful effortlessness. Trust in the heavenly arrangement that unfurls before you, realizing that each step you take is directed by divine insight and love. Embrace the excursion with appreciation and modesty, for it is a sacrosanct gift gave to you by the finesse of the heavenly. Know that I am always by your side, watching over you with love and compassion, my child, and go forth with courage and faith. You are profoundly adored, limitlessly appreciated, and everlastingly honored. There is a sacred balance between light and darkness, good and evil, in the grand tapestry of existence where galaxies swirl and cosmic bellies and stars sparkle like jewels. As the heavenly designer of this wondrous creation, I have gave to every spirit the endowment of freedom of thought, conceding the ability to pick their way and shape their fate. However, in the midst of the unlimited region of the universe, there exists a power of haziness, a shadowy presence that tries to ruin and obliterate. This power, known by many names, Satan, Lucifer, Satan, entices spirits with commitments of influence, abundance, and common delights, steering them off track from the way of exemplary nature and goodness. My kid, you stand at the junction of decision, defied by the everlasting battle among light and murkiness. The way you pick will shape your determination and decide the course of your spirit's process through the ages. Will you follow the divine call and walk in the truth's light, or will you give in to the dark, seductive whispers and give up your sacred birthright? Keep in mind that you are the only one who can make the decision, because I have given you the ability to tell the difference between right and wrong and the wisdom to do so. However, be careful, for the way of haziness is loaded with risk and leads just to depression and languishing. It is a way of childishness, voracity, and self-image, where the longings of the tissue rule and the spirit mulls in otherworldly subjugation. Then again, the way of light is one of adoration, empathy, and magnanimity. It is a way enlightened by the brilliant gleam of heavenly effortlessness, where the spirit tracks down comfort and harmony in the hug of the timeless. The noblest aspirations of the human spirit can be realized on this path of service to others, kindness, and generosity. My kid, I entreat you to pick admirably, to regard the call of your deepest being and adjust your will to the heavenly reason that lives inside you. Look for not the brief delights of the material world, but rather endeavor for the never-ending fortunes of the spirit. For eventually, not riches or influence characterizes the spirit's worth, yet the immaculateness of its expectations and the profundity of its affection. Trust in the directing light of my adoration, my kid, and allow it to enlighten your way through the obscurity. Realize that I am with you continuously, looking after you with unlimited sympathy and faithful commitment. Because the power of love conquers all, if you walk in the light of truth, you will find salvation and redemption. In the sacrosanct embroidered artwork of presence, where the strings of fate are woven with the fragile dash of heavenly fortune, I, the timeless and ever-present Maker, stretch out my hand to you, my darling kid, with endless love and sympathy. As you enter through the maze of life, plagued by hardships, realize that you are rarely alone, for I'm with you continuously, directing you with the delicate murmur of my heavenly insight. The profundities of hopelessness, when the shadows of uncertainty and dread take steps to immerse your spirit. Turn your look internal and look for comfort in the wellspring of heavenly effortlessness that lives inside you. Because there is a divine spark, a sacred flame that burns forever and unwaveringly and illuminates the path of righteousness and truth, hidden deep within your being. Know, my kid, that the difficulties you face are nevertheless trial of your confidence and resolve, valuable open doors for development and change on your excursion towards profound illumination. Take these challenges with courage and tenacity because adversity produces strength and struggle produces wisdom. However, the street might be long and strenuous, and the weights you convey may appear to be too weighty to even think about bearing. Cheer up in the information that I am close by, directing you with the consistent hand of heavenly fortune. My child, put your faith in the power of my love and allow it to be a light of hope in the darkest of nights, guiding you safely through life's storms. In the midst of vulnerability, when the way forward appears to be covered in dimness, recall that I am the light that sparkles splendidly amidst despair, driving you ever onwards towards the guaranteed place where there is harmony and satisfaction. Accept my love's embrace and let it wash away your worries and doubts, lighting up your heart with the dazzling light of God's grace. My dear child, heed my warning and turn away from the temptations of the abyss, for its promises are but empty lies that lead only to ruin and destruction. Do not be swayed by the allure of power or the promise of worldly gain, for these are but fleeting pleasures that vanish like shadows in the light of truth. Instead, seek solace in the light of divine love and the warmth of divine grace, for they alone can guide you safely through the darkness of the abyss. Trust in the power of goodness and righteousness, and let them be your guiding light in the face of temptation and despair. Remember, my child, that even in the darkest of nights, the light of divine love shines bright, illuminating the path to salvation and redemption. So, do not falter in your journey, but walk steadfastly in the light of truth, knowing that I am always by your side, guiding you with love and compassion. Amidst the trials and tribulations of mortal existence, there exists a beacon of divine radiance, an emanation of boundless love and unfathomable compassion. This radiant light, dear child, is the essence of heavenly kindness, a force that transcends the boundaries of time and space, illuminating the path to redemption and eternal bliss. In the embrace of heavenly kindness, the weary soul finds solace, the broken heart finds healing, and the lost find their way home. It is a gentle caress that soothes the wounds of the spirit and a guiding hand that leads the wayward soul back to the embrace of divine love. My dear child, open your heart to the radiant glow of heavenly kindness and let its warmth envelop you in a blanket of love and compassion. For in the embrace of divine kindness, you will find the strength to overcome adversity and the courage to face the trials of mortal existence with unwavering faith and resilience. Let the light of heavenly kindness be your guiding star in the darkness of uncertainty and despair, and let its radiance illuminate the path to salvation and eternal joy. For in the boundless depths of divine love, there exists a reservoir of kindness that knows no bounds, a reservoir from which you may draw strength and sustenance in your darkest hour. Embrace the eternal light of compassion, dear child, and let it fill your heart with love and grace. For in the radiance of heavenly kindness, you will find peace, joy, and eternal salvation. In the intricate dance between light and shadow, the forces of darkness often lurk in the recesses of the human heart, whispering seductive promises of power, pleasure, and prestige. These temptations, dear one, are the siren songs of the netherworld, a call to embrace the path of darkness and forsake the light of divine truth. As you journey through the labyrinth of mortal existence, you will encounter countless trials and temptations, each presenting an opportunity to confront the shadows within and reaffirm your commitment to the path of righteousness. Yet, beware, for the allure of darkness is potent, and its grasp is swift and relentless. The temptations of darkness may manifest in various forms: avarice, envy, hatred, and despair, each seeking to ensnare the unwary soul in its web of deceit and corruption. But fear not, dear one, for you are not alone in this spiritual struggle. I am with you always, guiding you through the tumultuous waters of temptation and urging you to stay true to the path of light. To resist the temptations of darkness, you must first acknowledge their existence within you. Confront the shadows that linger in the depths of your soul, and shine the light of divine truth upon them. For it is only by acknowledging and confronting the darkness within that you can overcome its influence and emerge victorious in the battle for your soul. But remember, dear child, the path to righteousness is not always easy, and the temptations of darkness may test your resolve to the very core. In moments of weakness, turn to me, and I shall lend you strength and courage to withstand the onslaught of temptation. Know that you are capable of overcoming the temptations of darkness, for within you lies the spark of divine light, a beacon of hope that can never be extinguished. Trust in the power of divine grace, and let it guide you safely through the shadows to the eternal light of salvation. Amidst the darkness that threatens to engulf the human spirit, there shines a beacon of hope, a radiant light that illuminates even the darkest corners of the soul. This light is the essence of divine grace, an unyielding force of love and compassion that flows endlessly from the heart of creation. In your journey through the labyrinth of existence, it is easy to become ensnared by the shadows that linger at every turn. The trials and tribulations of mortal life may dim the radiance of your spirit, casting doubt and despair upon your path. Yet, even in the midst of adversity, the light of divine grace shines brightly, offering solace and guidance to all who seek its embrace. Embrace the light within you, dear one, for it is the source of your strength and resilience. Allow the radiance of divine grace to illuminate your path and guide you through the trials of life. For in the light of divine grace, there is no darkness that cannot be dispelled, no obstacle that cannot be overcome. As you bask in the glow of divine grace, you will find that your heart is filled with love and compassion for all beings. The light within you will radiate outward, touching the lives of those around you and illuminating the world with its warmth and beauty. But remember, dear child, that the light of divine grace is not a gift to be hoarded or hidden away. It is meant to be shared freely with all who are in need, regardless of their station in life or their past transgressions. Let your light shine brightly, and let it serve as a beacon of hope for all who are lost in the darkness. In the embrace of divine grace, there is healing and renewal, redemption and forgiveness. No matter how far you may stray from the path of righteousness, know that you are never beyond the reach of divine grace. It is always there, waiting patiently to welcome you back into its loving embrace. So, dear child, open your heart to the radiance of divine grace and let it fill you with its boundless love and compassion. For in the light of divine grace, there is salvation and peace, joy and fulfillment beyond measure. My dear child, in the intricate tapestry of existence, there exists a delicate balance between light and darkness, good and evil, righteousness and temptation. It is a balance that has endured since the dawn of creation, shaping the destiny of mortals and gods alike. Within the depths of your soul lies a shadow, a dark and primal force that seeks to lead you astray from the path of righteousness. It is the embodiment of all that is base and corrupt, whispering words of doubt and temptation into the recesses of your mind. Beware, dear child, for the shadow within is cunning and deceitful, capable of ensnaring even the most virtuous of souls in its web of lies and deception. It preys upon your weaknesses and insecurities, tempting you with promises of power and pleasure, wealth and glory. But know this, the path of darkness is a treacherous one, fraught with peril and despair. Though its temptations may seem alluring, they lead only to ruination and despair, casting your soul into the abyss of eternal suffering and torment. Take refuge in the sanctuary of prayer and meditation, where the veil between heaven and earth is lifted and the divine presence is felt most strongly when you feel lost, alone, and overwhelmed by the trials and tribulations of the world. Hold nothing back from the direction of the heavenly messengers and client aces who look after you, and permit their insight to enlighten your way. My kid, realize that you are a darling and loved soul, boundlessly valuable in my eyes. Put your faith in the power of my love to get you through the darkest nights and into a new day filled with joy and abundance. Because I am the source of all life and creation. I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I, the eternal and benevolent Creator, extend my divine presence to you, my beloved child, in the vast expanse of existence where the galaxies dance and the cosmic symphony and the stars sing their celestial songs. Keep in mind that I will always be by your side, guiding you with the gentle touch of divine grace as you navigate the intricate tapestry of life filled with the trials and tribulations of mortal existence. Turn your gaze toward the heavens and look for solace in the eternal light of my love when you are experiencing times of doubt and uncertainty, when the shadows of fear and despair loom large. A divine spark, a holy flame that illuminates the way to righteousness and truth, can be found deep within your soul. Know, dear kid, that the difficulties you face are nevertheless trial of your solidarity and flexibility, open doors for development and self-revelation on your excursion towards profound illumination. Embrace these preliminaries with boldness and confidence, realizing that I am close by, directing you with the consistent hand of heavenly provision. Take comfort in the knowledge that I am the foundation upon which you can always rely, even though the road ahead may be fraught with difficulties and the burdens you carry may appear insurmountable. Trust in the force of my affection to support you through the most obscure of evenings and convey you into the radiance of another sunrise. Take refuge in the sanctuary of prayer and meditation, where the veil between the earthly realm and the divine is lifted and the presence of angels and ascended masters is felt most strongly. In times of despair and distress, when the world appears to be conspiring against you, allow their celestial light to guide your path and open your heart to their wisdom and guidance. My kid, realize that you are boundlessly valued and cherished in my eyes, a heavenly being of light and love. Put your faith in the power of my love to bring you joy and fulfillment, soothe your sorrows, and heal your wounds. Because I am the source of all life and creation, I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. You, my beloved child, occupy a sacred place in the grand tapestry of existence that is woven with threads of light and shadow. You are a divine spark that is tucked away in the darkest parts of the universe. Know that I am always there, watching over you with tender love and unwavering compassion as you travel the winding roads of this life. In the wild oceans of life, where floods of vulnerability crash upon the shores of your spirit, I'm the beacon that guides you securely home. Fear not, for my light shines brightly, illuminating the way to salvation and redemption even in the face of storms and darkness. In the midst of the bedlam and noise of the world, listen near the whisperings of your heart, for in that lies the timeless reality of your heavenly nature. It is a beacon of hope in the darkest of nights and a source of strength in times of difficulty to embrace the radiance of your inner light. Remember that you are endowed with the gift of free will, a sacred power bestowed upon you by divine grace, as you stand at the crossroads of destiny and are confronted with choices that will determine the course of your life. My child, choose wisely, because every choice you make has consequences that shape the fabric of your reality. In snapshots of uncertainty and sadness, when shadows take steps to immerse you, look for comfort in the asylum of supplication and contemplation. Allow the whispers of the divine to lead you down the path of righteousness and truth by opening your heart to the infinite possibilities that lie beyond the veil of illusion. Realize that you are never alone, my darling kid, for I'm with you continuously, strolling adjacent to you in each step of your excursion. In snapshots of delight and snapshots of distress, in the midst of wind and seasons of rout, I'm the quiet observer to all your contemplations, word and deed, because I am the architect of your dreams and the one who will orchestrate your destiny. Put your faith in the power of divine providence to direct you toward your highest potential. Allow the flow of divine grace to carry you to the shores of eternal bliss by submitting yourself to it. Keep in mind that the difficulties you face are opportunities for transformation and growth as you navigate life's maze. Embrace them with boldness and strength, realizing that every preliminary you conquer carries you one bit nearer to the acknowledgement of your heavenly potential. Take refuge in my love's embrace when the journey becomes exhaustingly long and the burdens you carry become too much to bear. For in the haven of my wings, you will track down rest for your exhausted soul and solidarity to carry on towards the brilliant sunrise of another day. My darling kid, realize that you are limitlessly loved and revered, a valuable gem in the crown of creation. May the illumination of my adoration sparkle upon you continuously, directing you home to the everlasting hug of heavenly effortlessness.